Hi, I'm Bob. I remember when I was a Ph.D. student, I read a book called Development as Freedom by Indian economist Amartya Sen. Amartya Sen proposed the Human Development Index as a measure of a country's level of development and studied the causes and prevention of famines. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in economics in 1998 for his outstanding achievements in welfare economics and development economics. Today, I would like to briefly introduce the relationship between economic development and freedom rights found within this book. As the title of this book suggests, Amartya Sen believes that economic development is a process of expanding the real freedoms that people enjoy. Poverty alleviation is not only about simply raising the minimum wage and the per capita income, but more importantly, providing an institutional arrangement allowing people to exercise their freedom rights and achieve their goals and aspirations. He emphasizes that political participation and human rights are fundamental components of economic development because they enable people to express their wishes and influence government decisions, which in turn affect their own lives. According to Professor Sen, human freedoms are both the principal means and the primary ends of development. They are the means because they allow people to access resources and opportunities they need to improve their well-being. They are the ends because they reflect the ultimate values and objectives that people have for themselves. Therefore, economic development is not just about providing goods and services, but about expanding the range and quality of human freedoms. Professor Sen believes that economic development must be guaranteed by a series of interrelated freedoms. He proposed 5 freedoms in his book. The first one is political freedom. Political freedom refers to the opportunity that people have to determine who should govern and on what principles, and also includes the possibility to scrutinize and criticize authorities, to have freedom of speech and an uncensored press, to enjoy the freedom to choose between different political parties, and so on. The second freedom is economic facilities. This refers to the opportunities that individuals enjoy to utilize economic resources for the purpose of consumption, production, and exchange. People have the right to work and earn income and access markets. The third freedom is social opportunities. Social opportunities refer to the freedom to access education and healthcare. It affects whether people can actually live better. The fourth freedom is transparency guarantees. This refers to the freedom to deal with one another under guarantees of disclosure and lucidity. People have the freedom to seek and obtain uncensored information. Transparency guarantees play an important role in preventing corruption, financial irresponsibility, and under-the-table deals. The fifth freedom is protective security. Protective security refers to income subsidies, unemployment relief, and the right to be free from violence, crime, and the suffering caused by natural disasters. No matter how well an economic system operates, there will always be some people who are vulnerable and become poor. Protective security is needed to provide a social safety net for preventing the affected population from being reduced to abject misery, and in some cases, even starvation and death. The linkages between different types of freedoms are empirical and causal. There is strong evidence that political freedom and information transparency are interdependent. Different types of freedoms also reinforce and complement each other. For example, access to education and healthcare complements individual opportunities for economic and political participation, and also helps to foster people's initiative to overcome poverty. People's participation in public affairs and voting rights help improve education and health standards. These 5 freedom rights are indispensable. The absence of one freedom often leads to the failure of another. For example, access to education is important for more effective participation in economic activities. Illiteracy can be a major barrier to production that requires detailed specifications and strict quality control. According to Professor Sen, poverty can be seen as a deprivation of basic capabilities rather than merely as low income. Deprivation of elementary capabilities can be reflected in premature mortality, significant undernourishment of children, widespread illiteracy, and other failures. Professor Sen also argues that development should be evaluated not only by economic indicators such as GDP and per capita income, but also by social indicators such as life expectancy, literacy rates, and access to healthcare. He proposed a measure of human development called Human Development Index. It combines indicators of life expectancy, education, and per capita income. The United Nations Development Programme nowadays uses the HDI to rank countries according to their level of human development. The HDI is intended to capture the multidimensional aspects of human well-being rather than rely on a single indicator such as GDP. This table shows the most recent Human Development Index for different countries. I list the 25 countries with the highest HDI. Switzerland, Norway, and Iceland are the top 3. Hong Kong ranked 4th. Australia, Denmark, Sweden, Ireland, Germany, and the Netherlands are in the top 10. Singapore is 12th. The United Kingdom is in the 18th place. South Korea and Japan tie for 19th. Ranked 21st is the United States. Economic development is not only a matter of economic growth, but also of human dignity and rights. Finally, I would like to conclude with the words of Professor Sen in his book, Development as Freedom. Development is the process of expanding human freedom. It is the enhancement of freedoms that allow us to live the way we would like to live. Thank you very much for watching this series, Economics in Real Life. Goodbye. Thank you for watching this video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. See you next time.